passive organizers online. But what you lose is the power of organizing in the church basement, the power of what happens when you put a unique group of people together who may know nothing about each other, but in that moment they're united by their common commitment to liberation, right? So even, say, the brand of whiteness is being hurt right now, deeply, in the sense that it's hard to not look at all white people, for many people, as deeply racist or harmful, because the images are so overwhelming that you begin to say, this must just be all of them, if you don't have intimate engagement with white folks, right? So the one saving grace that you may have for white people is the intimate encounters. You know, regardless of what I see on television, regardless of all the hatred, of all the violence, well, I know so-and-so, and so-and-so is not like that, right?
Which is also fantastic in the way that it inverts a narrative that you've probably encountered, right? Which is, I tend to think people of color are like X, but Candace is so nice.
So nice, right? Right. Yeah, so
I think that's a new position for a lot of my white friends, to be on the other side of that narrative.
Absolutely. No, you're right. And it's a unique time, right? We don't have a long history of needing to clean up the brand of whiteness in the public imagination in a way that is being done right now. Just take Donald Trump as an example, right? The embarrassment that he's causing, where there's the need to say, he doesn't speak for us all. Well, if the media is shoving his messages down your throat day in and day out, what reminds you that this is not the voice of all? And I'm saying
he's actually winning.
And the fact that he's winning, which is scary, because then it says, well, wait a minute, maybe that is somebody. He's speaking for somebody, right? So I'm making this point to just say that the challenge with social media is that you lose that element of human intimacy. You lose the element of connecting with people and having to engage their nuances. That's the thing. In identity politics, there's always nuances. And you lose that because everybody gets reduced to one thing. That's the liberal. I follow her because she's a feminist. I follow her because she's an activist. I like him because he talks about faith. Oh, he's an event. You know, when you reduce people to that label and you say, I follow them for that thing that I've labeled them for, you've absolutely removed everything that makes them human. And that's the danger. And I'm saying that as a minister and as a theologian. I'm scared about where we're moving in our human relations because we've removed all the subtleties.